Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 538. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brian.
Hey, it's the spring/summer session of Hobie Cast.
It's the, oh no, Jim's suspended for the summer again.
And Blake, let me just take him down here.
Yep.
Take him down here. Let's get his batting average. He's back. He was here. Was he here last week?
He was.
Okay. So now he's 7 for 15. Okay. Jim is now 13 for 15, which is pretty good for him, actually. So there you go. Welcome, everybody. We are back. It's beautiful summer weather here in Cincinnati, even though it's only April.
It's still spring weather.
81 freaking degrees. Ugh.
81 spring weather. 90 is summer weather.
Turned on the air conditioning today. Had to.
Yeah,
Turned it on last night, too.
Yep. Same.
Yesterday. My wife was leaving today, and she's like, don't turn on the air. I was like, no, not at all. And I was like, it's 81 degrees in this house. No, it's going to be air.
Yeah.
So, and then I left to baseball practice, and I came back. I was like, my oldest son must have done it. Sorry, I don't know what happened. She's like, that is not true.
Blame the children.
Yep, always blame the children. That's why you have them. So
True.
it is, or the dogs. You can blame the dogs too.
Yeah, the dog turned on the air.
The dog did it. Dog did it. So, Brian, how are you doing?
I am doing okay, Jason.
Okay. Now that your arch nemesis is not here this week, he won't interrupt you.
Yeah. I mean, he's not been here enough to really interrupt me this year, so
That is true. That is true.
been a pleasant change of pace.
Change of
for me.
pace. Before we get into it, Cincinnati Comic Expo, October 18th through the 20th. If you want to get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com, Hobie will be there, playing some Family Feud, some trivia.
Chuck Norris will be there.
Interviewing some guests. Jim's got Chuck Norris. He's going to do that panel. It's at the Sharonville Convention Center.
Ming-Na Wen's going to be there.
Yeah.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah. We got some good guests lining up. And there's going to be some new ones being announced soon that are very timely. So I can't say, but there are going to be some good ones.
Timely.
Based on the shows coming out now.
Oh, I thought you meant because it had to do with time, like Miss Minutes.
It's the cast of Time Splitters. Isn't that, or what was that? Clock. The kids show. Remember that? Or the movie?
No.
Clockers.
Clockers?
I don't know.
That sounds pornish.
That's the one where they stopped time?
Sure. Clock stoppers. It is. They
Yeah.
did stop it. I do like clockers better, though.
What am I thinking of?
Cockers?
No.
Cocker Spaniels?
Was there a Spike
No.
Lee Clockers? When was
If only we
If
had an
only.
internet.
If only.
Yeah, 24 Hours? That was a good one with Edward Norton. When he had
25th hour.
25th Hour, that's it.
That was actually a really good movie.
It was a very good film, yes. Spike Lee, I'm hit or miss with his. Some he does really amazing on.
Yeah, Clockers was a 1995 movie with Harvey Keitel and John Turturro.
Did he show his penis?
It's a Spike Lee movie.
Spike Lee joint.
There we go.
So Harvey Keitel, yeah, he showed his dick. Yeah, he always does.
He did in one movie.
2.
Yeah. Ooh.
The Piano.
That's the one I was aware of.
And The Piano 2.
Okay, you're making that up.
I think he showed another one, too. Oh, that was Al Pacino in Sea of Love. My bad.
I don't think Al Pacino showed his dick in Sea of Love.
No, just his ass.
I think that was Joey Tribbiani's ass.
Oh, that's right. It was Charlton Heston, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember who he was asked on.
Oh, my gosh. But yes, so... anyways, long story short, get your tickets now for the Society Comic Expo. Matt LeBlanc may be there.
He's not going to be there.
No. Hayden Christensen?
No.
That'd be cool if he was.
Yeah, that would be.
Jake Lloyd? Can we have Hayden Christensen and Jake Lloyd?
Jake Lloyd's having some issues right now, so we're hoping that he's not
well,
there.
Hopefully he has his issues taken care of.
That's true. That's true. Who's that person?
Katie Cassidy?
Yeah, Katie Cassidy. She might be there.
Will she be there?
Maybe. She might be there. Who knows? So...
Anything is possible.
Yeah, she might be a guest. She might be a volunteer. Anyways, so yeah, come on by, get your tickets. We appreciate that. So, moving on, Brian.
Yes, Jason.
Your favorite Twitter person is dead. O.J. Simpson. You know he wasn't Jewish. Adam Sandler told me that.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler told me that.
But you know who is?
Who?
Hall of Famer Rod Carew.
He converted.
He did.
O.J. Simpson, I'm not going to say a breath of silence.
I mean...
He died.
Yeah. It's just nice. I mean, the silver lining is that he can finally now rest easy knowing that Nicole's killer is dead.
That's true. That is true.
And Ron.
Yes. You know, he did put a lot of effort in finding the killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Man in the mirror.
He had to close his eyes and see his eyelids.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Anyways. Oh, wait. He wasn't found guilty or liable in the...
He was found liable
wrongful.
in civil court.
Yeah.
Was not found guilty in
correct
criminal court.
Because the glove it did not fit.
Yeah. If it doesn't fit.
No.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having the balls to, in theory, not saying him, but, you know, not only killing 2 people, but then writing a book about how they may have done it?
Yeah.
That seems logical. Seems logical.
Yeah.
And
yeah. You know, the other thing that...
Didn't the Goldmans have that book actually
They did get the rights.
They got the rights to it.
And they, instead of doing, if I did it, it was I did it. I think they...
Well, I think they just wrote if real small.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, part of that civil suit, I believe, was them getting the rights to any of that kind of stuff. But you know what nobody was able to touch?
What's that?
Was his NFL pension.
Yeah.
So the whole time he was in jail, he was just, he came out still a millionaire.
Yep.
Which, that is what it is. But didn't really seem like he suffered all that much.
No.
From it.
He had a great Twitter account, let me tell you.
It was killer.
Yep.
I did my very best to let him know.
Did you ever get blocked by him?
No. Let me check. I haven't checked in a while.
Okay. I don't think he's tweeting anymore.
That means he can't block you anymore.
Oh, that's a good call. Put some comments on there. You do wonder, like, how many people wrote nasty things to him on Twitter the day he died.
Nope, OJ did not block me.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. You just were on the hit list. So,
Glad
anyways.
I called that guy.
Yeah, apparently a lot of friends came to visit him at the end, and he made everyone sign NDAs.
Really?
I had read that.
Yep.
Interesting.
So,
was he confessing to everybody?
I mean, what? I don't.
Or just he didn't want to report on his condition, I guess.
Well, I mean, it was while he was in hospice.
Yeah.
Like people, like the family had been letting people know, and they obviously came to visit or say farewell or whatever. But yeah, it was reported that
Go to hell.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I got a story about this in a second. Go ahead.
But yeah, apparently he made his request was that anyone who came to visit sign an NDA before they visited.
Gotcha.
That's perfectly
normal.
Yeah.
Did you go? Oh, never mind. Can't say, can you?
I am not at liberty to discuss that.
Gotcha.
So,
blink twice. So Bruce Pritchard. Sorry,
Pritchard. Yep.
WWE.
Yep.
Higher up, he has a podcast, and he was talking about WrestleMania 12, where Rowdy Piper took on Goldust in a backlot brawl, and part of it is they're basically beating each other up. Rowdy Piper got hit by a car. It's all outside this. There's some in the ring, but mostly it's outside in the back lot, basically. Well, at one point, somebody gets into an SUV and drives off. And it's a white SUV. It's right after OJ, like 8 months after OJ.
Oh, no.
And it's in WrestleMania, and the other one follows, okay? And they literally are showing footage from OJ Simpson's car chase. And they're like, this is kind of surreal. It's like, shut up, Vince. Like, you're an idiot. So it's a very odd match. Well, Bruce Pritchard said this week that the original idea was Vince thought about getting OJ Simpson because he's like, people would love to see him get beaten up after this trial. And so Bruce Pritchard called Rowdy Piper and said, hey, this is what we're thinking. Would you be interested in this with OJ? And he said, yes, if it's a shoot and I can actually beat him up and like not fake and pull my punches. And Bruce Pritchard's like, I don't think OJ's going to go for that.
Yeah, he's probably not going to sign up for legitimately getting the shit kicked out of him.
No. And there was another one that somebody else was like, yeah, I'll do it, but I wanted to actually beat him up. So that's as far as it went. But I was like, good old Vince McMahon trying to get the OJ angle there. It's a shame that he's no longer in TKO. Sold all his shares. He's selling all of them now. Yeah.
Wow.
So people are like, you know what that means? He's getting his own federation. I was like, what fucking company people are going to work for this asshole?
No, that's no.
And I think they signed a non-compete. I think is part of it. The guy's 78.
Yeah, he's got settlements coming that he's going to have to start paying out.
Unless Saudi Arabia money comes into him and says, hey, make your own federation over here. You got that Yokozuna guy still?
I mean,
got the Ultimate Warrior.
Is there enough people to do that? Like, are there enough wrestlers?
Oh, I'm sure you can get anybody, but
I mean, like, across all of the companies, would there be enough well-known people
to
do that? Like,
no, not anymore.
With Liv and golf, that enough of the well-named, current PGA or golfers did that, so that makes sense.
Yes,
but like, would any of like the top company and guys in either of those companies do that?
No,
like
pretty much anybody that's in the WWE is happy that he's gone,
right?
So they're not going with him. Hulk Hogan might go back.
Yeah, I mean that. Like that's what I'm also thinking is like, is he gonna just get like all of the like retired like like.
The first time they went over to Saudi Arabia about 5 years ago, the prince over there wanted Yokozuna to show up, and they said he's dead.
Yeah.
And so instead they got another sumo wrestler, like an actual sumo wrestler to show up. And it was like a 30-second match, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, speaking of dead sumo wrestlers, we also have to give a breath of silence to Chad Rowan, a.k.a. Aki Bono.
Yes. He was at WrestleMania. Took on the Big Show.
He passed away, I guess, either the same day or the day after OJ, and
probably a better guy than OJ.
Oh yeah, ESPN didn't cover it, but
really,
according to my brother, he said he's watching OJ crap across the bottom line all day long when ESPN was on, and not a single thing about the first foreign-born Yokozuna ever.
It is ESPN. Away. It is ESPN. Yeah. I'm not expecting much from them.
Yeah.
So, before we get into
they used to cover those sports late at night.
Yeah. Yeah. They still have ESPN Ocho on once in a while.
Once a year on August 8th.
Yeah, but they also have been showing like some of those things like the kickball tournament, professional kickball. It's awful. It's awful. They either bunt or they try to kick it deep and it's ground out. I mean, it's flied out.
I didn't think bunting was allowed.
Oh, yeah. You're allowed. It's got to go over a certain line, but you can do it. And then there's 2 umpires behind the plate, to which me and my kids always go, why the hell is there 2 umpires?
I don't know.
So, yeah, you can watch that. What do we got here, Brian?
We're still celebrating Jesus waking up.
Oh.
Still working through our Easter candy.
What we got?
Got some Starburst jelly beans.
Oh, well, those look delicious. Jeff, what's in your Hello Jeff box this week?
In honor of DJ Fat Fingers,
Oh, shoot.
we are going for a finger theme.
This could get nasty.
We've got chicken fingers.
Okay.
We've got lady fingers.
Okay.
We've got
What are lady fingers? Help me out here.
It's a cakey cookie thing or something.
Okay. Is that with the chocolate on top?
You can put chocolate on top, but they're pretty much are just like a sponge cakey thing and a long thin. They're used to make trifles and things like that. And, and tiramisus and whatnot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot where
Vienna sausages.
Well, I wasn't going to, but now we might.
Okay.
But yeah, fingerling potatoes, 2 fingers of bourbon.
Okay.
Anything else you guys?
Vienna
can think
sausages.
Of? Yeah, I guess we're putting Vienna sausages.
We got extras from the last couple of times we used them.
We have any cheese from the Finger Lakes?
Finger Lake cheese. Ooh,
good call. Again, is this refrigerated?
No.
Okay.
It is when we pack it.
And we can't tell you how long it takes the post office to get to you.
We don't guarantee the post office.
It's actually in the writing. Brian, what kind is this? Easter kind? Strawberry watermelon? Is that
These are the flavor.
It's all
reds. All reds.
These are really good.
These are
delightful.
Yeah, the Jolly Rancher jelly beans are my favorite, but these are a close second.
Yeah, these are good. What happens if it was strawberry? If it was Starburst jelly beans all pink? Brian, would you be okay with that?
I would not be able to contain my rage.
Okay, just checking because you don't like all pink.
Pink is garbage taffy.
Okay. Brian,
like this one?
It's more peaches. Peaches?
It's red.
Peaches? Brian, what did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week?
I
started Fallout on Amazon.
How was that?
Pretty good. I think I'm only 2 episodes in.
Okay.
Only watched the first 2, but I'm not super familiar with the world of the video game. Like I played it a little bit, but not a lot. But I'm excited to watch the rest of it.
I've never seen Fallout, or I never played Fallout. Blake has, and he's talked about it a little bit. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they've released all the episodes at one time too.
They did drop the entire season at once, which I was shocked.
I believe they got picked up for a 2nd season already.
Oh yeah,
it's on which streaming service again?
Amazon.
Yeah, that's all at once is not Amazon's model usually. They're usually about 3 at a time.
How long are the episodes?
They're about 50-ish minutes.
Okay, so typical. Okay,
yeah.
I was just curious. Jeff, anything?
No.
Okay. Anything else, Brian? Best color man in the business.
It's been a busy week. There hasn't been a lot of television.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's only Tuesday.
I watched other stuff I know I did. I just can't think of it right now.
I started X-Men 97.
Oh, yeah?
2 episodes in. Supposedly everybody's raving about 3, 4, and 5 episodes. I've enjoyed it. It's they still have that corniness from the 1990s, cartoon, which is part of the appeal. But it's enjoyable. I've liked it. So yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're a fan of the original. I've been watching a lot of college baseball. I love me some college baseball. And then I've watched the UFL too. I like the UFL.
Well, I was expecting that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's not great football, but it's fun to watch.
I saw about 3 minutes of it.
Okay. College baseball is still my favorite just because I've really started to love that probably the last 3 or 4 years. I like Major League Baseball, but college baseball is probably tops it even for me. I don't know. It just seems like everybody has a chance to win. I mean,
their uniforms are nice.
Yeah, they're much nicer.
Yeah. Did you see the article or the news thing where I guess one of the recent past series, I guess somebody noticed that Bryce Harper was wearing the old version of the uniform that they were supposed to be wearing, and like other people started like picking up on it, and they were so a bunch of different players were wearing a bunch of like the uniforms were not
uniform.
Here's the question: will Fanatics be able to get the All-Star uniforms in time? That would be funny.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like every week there's like some sort of uniform that like some teams have to like they have to change because they can't get their.
Yeah, I can't even remember who it was. I just know somebody wasn't allowed. They just couldn't get their road colored jerseys or something.
Yeah. I know. I think Seattle was one of the teams that were like supposed to have like a special like uniform on a Sunday, and like.
To be fair, they're pretty far away.
Yeah,
that might be the reason. The distance.
But yeah, there's been several teams with like all these variations in uniforms, and then like so many people's like pants have just been ripping and
showing nuts.
No, I mean it's crazy.
I think somebody earlier in the year, one of the City Connects were not available in time. So they couldn't do it on Friday.
Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit before we came on there. The only issue with college baseball is I'm not a huge fan of the ding of the metal bats. I like the wood bats. I know what I'm getting, but I wish that it was wood bats.
I mean, but so many more. It's so more like prevalent now. Mm-hmm. When these college kids like they get drafted and go straight to the pros, or maybe a year. Mm-hmm. I just I don't see the reason. I mean, I know it's money, but
it is. I will say the announcers on college baseball are a lot more fun. They are. They're hilarious. Like they do a great job, and it's because there's so many college games out there and all this stuff. But it's fun to listen to. And one of the comments this past weekend we were watching it was LSU versus Mississippi State. I think it was. My oldest son and I were watching, and the guy for LSU. He comes up to bat, and the announcer's like, well, this kid, he was the number one recruit in New Mexico, where he grew up at. He batted 627 in New Mexico for his high school. And the other announcer's like, well, to be fair, that's not really that impressive. I mean, New Mexico has very thin air, so it carries a lot farther. So he's like, 627 there is like 350 somewhere else. And the other announcer's like, way to cut his knees out from him. Like, the guy was the number one recruit in the state. He's like, yeah, but it's New Mexico. I was like, wow. And the kids proceeded to strike out. So, but it is, I've really enjoyed the college baseball. So I'm getting excited about the World Series coming up in a little bit. So
is LSU still like one of the top ranked?
No, this year they're not. They've struggled because they've lost their two of their top guys to the draft. They're still winning record, but they're not in the top 25.
Oh, okay.
Arkansas, they're a beast. They're like 30-3.
They lost them to the draft, or they lost them to graduation?
Draft, and they actually were drafted in the MLB. But Arkansas is a good one. South Carolina's kind of like always on the cusp, like they keep trying. Mississippi State's good. Florida is a beast always. They don't have great pitching, but they just beat the shit out of you with home runs.
Is Vanderbilt still relevant?
Yep, Vanderbilt's very relevant. Wake Forest is a little bit. But it was funny because we were watching TCU. We're a big TCU fan here, football and baseball.
Sorry to hear that.
It's just kind of, I always like their nickname. I like their uniforms, and that just kind of grew on me. But
I mean, Horned Frogs are. I mean, that's a pretty solid.
We were watching some games this weekend, baseball, and I told my oldest, and I was like, if you ever play baseball in college, go to the Frogs. They have cool uniforms, cool nicknames. And then we were watching the Vanderbilt game. I was like, don't go there. They have sucky uniforms. And my wife's like, that's a great reason to pick a dumb
nickname.
Yeah.
Commodores.
But then he'd have to go to Texas.
I know, but that's okay.
And not like
good part of Texas.
Cool Texas, like Bible part of Texas.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, he would be going to a
Texas Christian University. Yep.
So just
but it is the Horned Frogs. Do like that. So we had a social media poll of the week on Facebook this week, and follow us at Bad Ideas Podcast. We had, what is your favorite Oreo flavor? We had a lot of picks we put out there.
It was nice that you could vote for multiple.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I was like, you can tie.
I voted for multiple.
Yes, you did. S'mores, Java Chip, and Mocha got 0% of the vote.
That's not on my outline.
It should be.
It's on mine.
Mine says, this is last week's.
Oh.
Did you throw away this week's and give them last week's?
I don't know. Might be over there somewhere.
No, it's not.
Is it in there?
No. Huh. How about that?
Well, I guess you don't have an outline this week.
Cool. I like it when this happens.
Sorry, Brian. I printed off 3. There you go. Jeff just needs the box office bombs page.
Pretty much.
I mean, I figured I might need it for listener feedback.
Maybe. 4% of the vote went to Cinnabon, hot cocoa, maple cream, and apple cider donut. Got surprised on apple cider. It was a pretty good one. Apple cider.
What was the flavor?
Say that 5 times fast.
I say it once correct. We don't have too high of standards for you here, Jason.
Apple cider donut.
That was a delightful cookie.
It was. And then 8% was dark chocolate, birthday cake. People like birthday cake.
I'm a fan.
It would probably be in my bottom half.
Not as like my all-time favorite or anything, but it's not a bad cookie.
12% for lemon. You liked lemon.
I like lemon. I voted for lemon.
12% for other. Please tell us. We had some black and white cookies on that one. I think somebody had the double stuff. And then I forget what the other one. A couple other ones were.
Was original a choice?
No, it was supposed to be like specialty flavors. And then finally, number 1, no surprise here. Chocolate peanut butter pie with 33% vote. Yeah. Probably the best. It is the best cookie
I know it's
yet.
Our favorite.
Yeah.
Usually agreed upon that it's in everyone's top, and whatnot, but apparently the listeners are agreeing with us on that one too.
Yes.
Or at least the Facebook followers.
And maybe churro makes its way into this list after.
We're getting to
tonight.
that second. Let me finish my jelly beans here.
No, it's called a segue.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
It sounded like he was taking offense to the fact that you mentioned churro.
I think Cinnabon would have been higher, but it's only Canadian.
It's Canada.
Yeah, so
that was a Canada release.
Yeah. Birthday cake I was not a fan of.
I mean, you can go get Cinnabons at Wendy's now.
I saw that. What is that? Where are they selling like the actual Cinnabons?
It's the Cinnabon they're the
pull apart type
parts.
with the Cinnabon icing and cinnamon on it.
Good for them. Smart marketing there. So, yeah. Anything else going on, Brian?
I mean, we used to sell Cinnabon pretzels at the theater when I worked there.
Oh,
yeah.
Do they still do that?
I have not seen them.
I think they sell pretzels.
Yeah, it's a different company, so
yeah.
I don't think they continued with the same.
I need to still go see Ghostbusters and Godzilla vs. Kong and Late Night with the Devil. Damn it.
You know,
the devil.
Last night I guest starred on a episode of Everything I Learned from Movies.
Yes.
Where we briefly touched on Godzilla, whatever you're talking about.
X-Kong.
Yeah, they were talking about it, and Steve gets really excited about
April. He does.
Ape movies.
He does. How is Steve and Izzy?
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
Always a treat being on with them.
When is the episode dropping?
I don't know, but it'll probably be this month. It was we did Rampage.
That's right.
For April.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie or just play the game?
I played the game. I don't remember it all that well, but I definitely have seen the movie.
We have it in the green room if you would ever like to come over early and play in the green room.
Okay.
We have it on the arcade machine.
I might do that.
You just have to get push Ross Marquand out of the way. He's really hooked on that game.
I mean, it's pretty much, as far as I know, very repetitive game. There's not a whole lot of different things to do in it.
Same thing with the movie.
Okay, cool.
Nah, the movie was way better than the game.
The movie wasn't bad.
Well, I enjoyed the game. It just was pretty much you punch the building, try to grab and eat people, and
the tanks.
About it.
I mean, Donkey Kong was way better.
Yeah.
But they had 2 different types of levels.
Right.
There's another level that you have to jump across a river in Rampage. That's a big step.
I have not gotten that far then.
Well, when you have it on the arcade machine and you have unlimited quarters, you just keep playing. You keep playing. Peoria, you don't stop at. You just keep going. Keep going. I think we made it to Albuquerque. Ooh. We took a wrong turn.
Yep. One of the main questions that we had after while we were reviewing it was why the wolf was so much larger than George.
It was. George was very small compared to everything.
Comparatively,
yes.
He should have been the largest.
Yes.
Was Lizzie in it too?
At the end, the lizard. Well, alligator.
The gator.
Which just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they they only reference it like 1 or 2 scenes until the very end.
They're like, we can't just have a wolf versus an ape. Throw the lizard in. Oh shit, there is a lizard in the game.
Yeah, really the only time
we lucked out on that one.
Like there's like one very early-ish scene, and then the second where it's like on its way to Chicago in the ocean, river or whatever, like going underneath the boats and stuff. But
yeah,
it just shows up at the end.
That's one of those rock films that's not great, but
it's not good. It's not great.
What will it make you do?
Ejaculate.
There you go.
I mean, if you like The Rock.
Still the number one show on Fox. Still the number one show. The good news is it's so popular that chicken and nuggets and wine is actually hitting great ratings as well because of it, because that's the lead in. So, and Name My Baby after that is doing well too. So Fox has a really good Sunday night.
Seems like they have a targeted demographic.
Yeah. Speaking of reality shows, did you guys see The Golden Bachelor?
Getting divorced.
If those two crazy kids can't make it,
we're all doomed.
Man.
But I will say, I'm just happy that they're still healthy and alive, and their golden years are going well.
Yes.
If anything,
they said neither of them wanted to move closer to each other because they loved where they lived and they were too close to their families. Might be a thing you want to talk about before you get married.
Yeah, that probably where we're going to live after the wedding should be very high up.
Before the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, so...
And I think she wanted kids and he didn't, so I think that was a big part of it, too.
Wait a second.
You can't fool me.
Oh, sorry.
So you're telling me they did it for the money?
No. I think they did it for love.
It doesn't sound like it.
Well, they love the idea of money. So maybe it's that.
Maybe.
So can't wait for the second season. Can't wait.
It can only get better.
It can't get worse, right?
I mean, you know what they say about the love of money.
What's that?
It's the root of all evil.
Yeah. Thought they were soon departed. What's that one?
That's a fool and his money.
Oh, that's right.
Soon parted.
That's right. My bad. Brian, you got some listener feedback?
I do have some just regular every week listener feedback.
No bombs?
No bombs.
Oh.
The Middle East is going through a lot, so we're just going to keep it bomb-free in the studio, allegedly, down the hall. Listener feedback, we always start off with that one guy.
Number one fan.
Ape hands.
Can't give us a nickname.
The Jewel of the Licking.
Beaver hands.
Ape hands. Did we say that?
Dunkaroo Doug.
Dunkaroo Doug.
Sunny D.
Chili Billy.
The Postman.
Disney Fanatic.
The Postman.
Beaver Tails.
Beaver Tails?
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah.
So Beaver Hands and Beaver Tails.
Yeah, he's just going to be a beaver eventually. Soon to be the mascot of the Super Cincy Expo.
Yeah. 8-bit.
8-bit. There we go.
8-bit.
Yeah, I like this.
We should maybe Steven Izzy should have him on for April.
That would work.
Oh.
Missed an opportunity there, Stephen Izzy.
Dropped the ball.
April isn't over.
That's true. That is true.
We're only like halfway through the month.
Yeah, but they
Feels
like
longer.
to record earlier, so...
I mean...
They may make an exception for him.
For Doug, you would think.
He's an ape. Well, not really. He just has ape hands, but...
So, I just hope he never gets beaver teeth.
I mean, no. That would be bad.
It's just Doug.
Yeah, it's Doug.
It's just Doug. Doug says, that's great that the Super Cincy... Wait a second. This is last week's.
I just gave you the.
I got them mixed up here. We still start off with Doug.
I'm not doing it again, Brian.
Doug says, this week, Doug says, did Jason give out free hugs at the Super Cincy Expo? And if so, will he do that at the Cincinnati Comic Expo?
I did not.
I did not see a hug given out the entire time.
I did not. I did pat a couple of people on the back, though.
I'm pretty sure you gave Chad a hug after his track and field exploits.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Chad deserved it, though. That man was moving his legs like no other. Like,
if you didn't, you should have.
He was Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance there. His feet were just moving independent of his body. So, good job,
He was
Chad.
the Usain Bolt of the Super Cincy Expo.
Yes. So congratulations again, Chad.
I was going to say Carl Lewis because of the time period of when.
Jackie Jr. Kersey?
Possibly.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know any other track stars.
Carl Lewis?
Yeah, we said Carl.
Oh, that's what you just said.
I thought that's what I said. I could have said, somebody else.
O.J.
Richard
Simpson?
Lewis, maybe.
Is that a track star? Pataris? Who's the guy with the fake legs?
Oscar Pistorius?
Yeah.
Pistorius or whatever?
Probably not a good... Nah, that's probably not good.
Yeah,
He's released.
Oh, he's out of jail?
Yeah.
He's been out of jail for a significant period of time now.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he'll be back to running.
I doubt it.
No, I doubt it. Anyways, what else we got?
Well, will you be doing that at the Cincinnati Comic Expo?
No, Brad will, though. Brad said he will.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
No, actually, he did say he would be giving out
I'm Brad.
free hugs.
Okay.
We should have him on to talk about that.
We should.
Why isn't he here today?
Yeah.
He's on a break.
Summer break.
Summer break. Brad, anytime you want to come over to Indiana, seats always warm for you.
I did also let Steve and Izzy know that I would let us know that we need to have them back on. They are due for an appearance.
Yes.
So they said just let them know.
I will do that.
They also said they would prefer it if it were a week when you weren't going to be here.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know.
I get that a lot.
I mean, I know you did take 2 weeks off in a row, but we didn't record one of those 2 weeks. So.
We recorded.
DJ Fat Finger showed up.
Yeah.
Wiggy. Whack. DJ Fat Fingers.
But because of DJ Fat Fingers, we've got a finger licking good box this week.
And your mixer is all organized now.
Kind of.
So does that mean that we're getting Kentucky Fried Chicken in our box?
They're not finger looking good anymore.
They're not?
No, they got rid of it during COVID. Seriously, they got rid of it during COVID.
Well, they'll always be finger licking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have Kentucky Fried Chicken, but we do have the 11 herbs and spices.
Oh.
In the box?
Yeah, we got a pack of 11 herbs and spices that Kentucky Fried Chicken makes famous. So
Okay.
you can put it on your chicken if you want and fry it.
Put it on your chicken.
You can put it on other things.
You can put it on the chicken tenders that are in the box.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a do-it-yourself.
They're chicken fingers, not chicken tenders.
Chicken fingers.
Get it right.
Sorry. God. It's kind of like a do-it-yourself Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Like it.
I think it was Raising Cane's corrected my mother on that once.
That was
I
chicken
think she
fingers?
asked for chicken tenders, and they said, we have chicken fingers.
Okay, asshole. Sorry. You're barely good chicken. The only reason you're good chicken is because of the sauce.
I hate their sauce.
I think the sauce makes it worse,
Really?
in my opinion.
Their sandwich is good. I like their sandwich.
Honestly, didn't even know they had one.
The last time I ate them, I dipped the stuff in Chick-fil-A sauce. So.
Oh. We had their sandwich. That's the only thing I've ever had there. So.
Only
one time I've been there, but
I didn't even know they had a sandwich.
I didn't either. I thought it was literally just...
Oh, their sandwich is just what? Chicken fingers on fingers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, what else we got?
We've cracked into the Oreo churros.
Oh, yeah. So this is churro flavored cream, fried dough flavored cookie, churro flavored cream with sugar inclusions.
That is delightful. There's a sugar inclusion.
It smells good. It's what type of wafer cookie is this?
Well, you just read it.
Fried dough flavored cookie. Oh yeah. So it's the
yellow.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Thank you. The frosting in the middle the cream in the middle is pretty thick. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
Overall,
it's a double layer of cream.
But it's not like a double stuff. It looks like it just. I don't know. It's pretty good though.
I dissected it to start. Mm-hmm. That's delightful.
That is delightful. Oh, there's the sugar. Yeah.
All right, now I'm eating the cream by itself without the cookie.
And?
It's good, but I think it's better together.
Yeah. This is very good. My snap judgment, this might be top 10. Top 10 material here. It's better than the Peeps version. It's really good.
The cookie itself is a little dry without the cream. Mm-hmm. So I'd recommend eating them both together, and it's great.
Yeah. I think the type of cookie wafer is a big help on this. I think if you did the chocolate cookie wafer, I don't think it would be as good.
It wouldn't taste like a churro at all.
Yeah. This is very well done.
I mean, this is flavored differently than their regular just yellow cookie.
Yeah, well done, Oreo. I like that one. Brian, top 10, you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Actually. I think so. I'm impressed with this one. Good job. Still not better than chocolate peanut butter pie. There you go. You want some more, little boy?
I do.
Okay, there you go. So
that was weird.
No.
So next up in listener feedback, hopefully that answered your question, Doug.
Wow.
Next up we have from Dana Gardens. This should be good. What's the best way to fire an intern?
Just don't tell them to come back. Like, don't even talk to them.
Ghost them? Just ghost them out?
Ghost them. Or have Blake keep interrupting them. That usually gets them upset.
But they don't leave.
They don't, actually. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
It's a good way to build up their perseverance.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, ghosting them might be the best way to do it. Or
moving the studio and the recording date.
That's a good one, too.
That is a good one.
Or you could just unplug them.
Yeah. Brian, or just lie about it and say, hey, we're moving it to Wednesdays from now on. Brian, we're moving it to Wednesdays. Just letting you know.
I don't know why you're telling Brian that. He's not an intern.
Oh, no, he's a captain now, aren't you? Is that what you were?
Yes.
Captain, Brian?
I believe that's what it was.
You got promoted?
I did.
Tell Gary that we're recording on Wednesdays.
Gary hasn't been seen from.
Well,
Gary disappeared a while ago.
Who is our intern now?
It's Fax Machine.
Fax
Machine.
Machine.
Yeah, that's all we had.
That's right. If you would like to be an intern for the podcast, please hit Brian up at Bearded One.
Bearded One of 513.
Yep. So hit him up.
My original Twitter handles.
Yep.
Have not been reinstated.
So hit him up on that.
Elon.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Hit him up at that and tell us why you would be a good intern. Hashtag Hobie intern. So
there we
go.
It
is summer coming up. We do need an intern.
We do.
What else you got?
Next up from Brent of Home Video Hustle. Brent says, hey, Jason. Hey, Brian. What are your ratings for each night of WrestleMania this year?
Okay. Brian, you want to
go? First night, I give it a B.
Okay.
Night 2, I give it an A-.
Night 1, C+. Night 2, A-. Yep. I agree. Pretty close to an A even. It's bordering on that A-.
Yeah.
But yeah, very well done this year.
I mean, very little that I was like either not happy with or thought that it was boring or not. I mean, I didn't really have any of that like I usually do with most of the pay-per-views. There's always something stupid that like they.
Vince McMahon did something stupid?
Yeah.
So you gave a C+ for the first night. Now, granted, still a slightly above average.
Yeah.
But not good enough to like be good.
It was disappointing for me. Maybe that was my issue. Is that I was expecting a little bit more. I wasn't blown away by any of the matches. The Jay and Jimmy Uso match was awful.
That was probably the worst of the weekend, in my opinion.
And I really wanted that to be a good...
They have built it. Mm-hmm. The build up to that match had me excited, but the finish of it was boring.
I did like the follow-up, like SmackDown this week, Solo's taken over of the Bloodline.
Yeah.
He's brought some new blood into it, no pun intended. I like what they're going with it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to his Bloodline Civil War, which is the best thing to do. Yeah. And you don't have to put the title on any of them. Just let them go fight somewhere else in a corner.
Yeah.
So, I've enjoyed it.
But I mean, other than that, I think all of the other matches that I watched were good. The ladder match was...
Could have been more.
Could have been, but I mean, it wasn't bad by any stretch. But you know,
but what else can you do with ladder matches?
Yeah, I mean,
there's
issue. Not like it above the like oohs and ahs and like someone almost dying, I guess.
Yeah,
or like Kofi Kingston jumping from ladder to ladder, or like doing some crazy aerobatic thing. Mm-hmm. But I mean. Rhea and Becky's match was great.
That was good, yeah.
And that kicked off.
Yeah.
First night, right?
Yeah. I think the Rock tag team match being an hour long really dragged it down a little bit. It was a good match, but they needed to. They needed to cut a little bit, I think. But it was still a fun match to see.
I think that they had to, both of those matches had to be as long as they were based on everything that had been building up to it.
But night 2 just felt a lot bigger.
But we've come a long way from having Billy Kidman in like all 3 hours of the pay-per-view.
Unfortunately, Billy Kidman was the best part of the WCW at the time.
Well, that one when he was in pretty much every match of the pay-per-view.
We have no other wrestlers. You want to wrestle 3 times, Billy? I guess. Sure. Thanks. What else we got here?
From Pittsburgh Nerd. He asked, is it okay to watch the theatrical version of the Lord of the Rings movies?
I mean, it's okay, but if you have the option of watching the director's cuts, the extended versions, they are so much better. But I understand that if you are pressed for time and only have like 2 hours and 45 minutes, you might not be able to watch the long ones. But
are they good still?
Yeah. But and obviously, if you're watching it because you turned on TBS or something, you're only going to get the theatrical versions. But if you have access to the the director's cut extended editions, those are the ones you should watch.
And you had 87 hours free.
I think you only need about 62.
Oh, great. Yeah. Great.
62.
Did you ever watch that third one of the prequels?
No, I still have yet to see the third Hobbit movie.
Okay, just checking. What else we got here, Brian?
From Richard505 at Not That Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Not That Richard.
Richard, or Not That Richard, asks, which actor has had their career fall the fastest? Like they were in a lot of films and then nothing almost overnight.
Ooh. Besides Armie Hammer.
Oh, yeah. Armie Hammer's.
But he wasn't really in a lot of films.
Yeah.
He was in a lot. Because obviously I think of like Scott Speedman, and we talk about all the time here. But
I love that Scott Speedman is our go-to for every answer.
So he really wasn't in a lot of movies. He popped up in a couple of high-profile, and then they realized
Jason Patrick?
He wasn't that good.
I guess he's having the Speedman boat, too. He was in several things and then not much.
Aaron Eckhart?
Oh, that might be good. Thank You for Not Smoking was good. Thank you for smoking.
Maybe he's done stuff that I have not seen in the past 10 years, but
just nowhere near as like big box office-y as he was.
That's a good one. I like the Aaron Eckhart. I know she's in TV show, the morning show, but Reese Witherspoon has not been in much either.
Oh, I mean, she kind of shifted.
She's a producer and a director now, isn't her?
Yeah, that makes me think.
In her TV show.
What's her? Meg Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Meg Ryan was in everything for about 15 years.
That's true.
Now she's nowhere.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is still making a lot.
Tom Cruise is still making a lot.
Mel Gibson.
Well,
Mel. Yeah, Mel had a big drop off when he had his meltdown.
Sugar tits. Hey, sugar tits.
I might have to vote for Mel Gibson now that you mentioned that. Kevin Spacey.
Hey guys,
Kevin Spacey.
I'm Kevin Spacey. I got some stuff for you.
He did a lot.
Come in my basement.
He was always working.
Yeah, well, he was always working.
Steven Seagal. I mean, he was in a lot of movies in the 80s and 90s.
Steven, I need you to stand up and kick this guy. Steven doesn't do that anymore. Steven just sits here. You come at me. I got you. Hi-ya! Steven Seagal on fallen ground.
I don't know what that is.
Hi-ya!
I don't know what Jason's doing.
Karate chops. Karate chops.
I don't get it.
Steve Guttenberg? Who makes Steve Guttenberg a star?
I wouldn't say he was in a lot of.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, what a good
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan is a good one. Yeah, he was in a lot of movies for a while.
Gene Hackman. He
Hackman.
was in a lot of movies, and then one day he retires, and you never see him again.
Oh, and then the paparazzi find him in a fucking gas station and have to hound him and take pictures of him because he's 94.
I think he's wearing the same clothes as he did the week before.
And if you even read that,
No, I fucking hate TMZ, but yeah.
if you read into it,
It's
it's
just the jacket's the same.
yeah. So I saw it on Twitter and it had the thing underneath where people added context.
Oh yeah,
which I think is the wildest thing in the world now that they're not just checking shit, they're resorting to basically me editing.
You're editing it.
But they showed the two pictures of him. It's like, well, these two pictures were taken in the same day.
Right. Yeah, the two pictures that they show aren't from 2 or 3 days ago. They're the same. And it's literally the other picture.
Literally, he wore a flannel shirt both days.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're harassing this 94-year-old man.
The guy that with the sunglasses.
Jack Nicholson.
No, the other guy. Caruso. They just found him he had
found him somewhere.
No, I mean he disappeared and was living his life and
that's the thing. TMZ, they have their zone. They're in LA. So why are you taking pictures outside of your zone, TMZ?
Yeah.
It just amazes me. Gene Hackman's 94 years old and they're taking his pictures and saying he doesn't look that great. He's fucking 94 years old.
Yeah, he looks great for 94, to be honest.
He's alive, right? That means he's doing great. And they did the same thing with Clint Eastwood because he showed up at one of those parties now, or red carpet things for the first time in ages. And they're like, look how frail he looks. It's the guy's 93 years old. And he could probably still kick your ass.
Yeah. I did see that with Clint Eastwood, and everyone's a lot of the comments were I would really love to know what Shatner's done, who he sold his soul to look as good as he does at his age.
The worst is Chadwick Boseman. A couple months before he passed away, they got a picture of him being skinny, and they're like, oh, he must be on drugs and all that. And it's no, he kept a freaking disease away from you guys because you guys are fucking vultures. And then when he died, it's oh, we may have messed up. You think, you fucking assholes?
We've literally stuffed our foot in our mouth.
I'm going to have another one of these. These are really good.
Foot sandwich.
Ew. We're not on OnlyFans.
You're allowed to cook and slice the foot, Jason.
What else we got here, Brian?
Wrapping this up from Professor Number One at Dr. Number One. Who is Hobie voting for in the presidential election down the hall?
CODIS.
NOTA.
None of the above.
I like it. Jim might get my vote this year.
Ooh.
Jim always gets a vote in all of the local elections that I vote in.
Yes.
I write him in for something every year.
Yeah.
I know one year Jim got at least 6 gubernatorial votes. That was a terrible Ohio governor election.
Which year was that?
Oh God, that was.
Was it?
I even forgot who it was now. I hated both of the main candidates. So
we were driving today, and there was a presidential sign in a yard, and it says "Dogs 2024, humanity's last hope." I was like, well, you know what? Got a point there. So vote for dogs. Let's do it.
Dogs has my vote.
Yes. DOGS, not DAWGS. Maybe JFK Jr. if he comes back, or when he comes back, I might get him
any day now.
Yeah,
he should be back.
Yeah.
RFK is looking pretty solid right now. Oh, fucking that guy.
He is what 2% of the vote now. Might be,
maybe.
So it doesn't matter. They all suck. Moving on. So there's your answer, Professor Number One.
I didn't answer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did say
you
RFK.
Said,
yeah.
I thought you said down the hall.
Oh, I did say down the hall.
I said JFK Jr. Not the original. Let's see here. Jeff, can you give me some...
voting for dead guys might be optimal this year.
You think?
I mean, it's quite possible that one of the two people to vote for will be there.
They might be there now.
They might both be dead by November.
Well, I mean, depending on what circles you like to chase.
I think it's ironic you guys say they might be dead, but JFK Jr. won't be. So that's good. That's good. I like this. I like the odds.
I mean, if like
it's like Chris Rock had a state that the planes crashed midair.
Oh.
You know this song.
Don't bring up head of state.
You know this song, Jeff.
No, I don't.
Slap.
Ooh.
Fucking movie. God.
Terrible, terrible movie.
Terrible film.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've seen it.
Oh, I'm surprised Steve and Izzy haven't done that yet.
Maybe that's the movie that I'll pick in July.
Ooh, good idea.
I will not.
That was a bad idea.
Thank you. It's time for a brand new installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay. Per ScreenRant.com, where Jeff gets all his news from.
None of it.
Civil War director Alex Garland explains why Texas and California are allies in the new film Civil War, a political thriller that tells the story of a group of military-embedded journalists who race against time to save D.C. from a siege in a divided dystopian version of the United States. Speaking at a screening of the movie by The Hollywood Reporter, Garland explains they formed an alliance to, quote, to get around a kind of reflective, polarizing position that people might fall into. He instead wanted our audiences to focus on, quote, how the president is presented and how people or polarized parts of the political spectrum can band together under a fascist president. Then, quote, then it's saying that two states that have different political positions have said, our political difference is less important than this. And then the counter to that is if you cannot conceive of that, what you're saying is that your polarized political position would be more important than a fascist president.
I've heard polls that say that's probably very true.
Really? That they would be able to put aside their...
No, the opposite.
The opposite.
I've heard polls that said that a large percentage of people on right wings polled said they would rather live under a Trump dictatorship than a democratically elected Biden.
Gotcha. So Texas and California would not join forces.
I am pretty much saying this guy is living in a fantasy world if he
thinks that
he's
actually looking at the good of people.
Put aside their differences to get rid of a dictator.
The fact that Civil War shows California and Texas as allies is one of the boldest parts of the premise of the upcoming film, or in the film. In real life, present-day United States, the two states have been politically divided. With Texas known for its far-right conservative government, and California being one of the most liberal states of the nation.
And the thing is, both have pockets, big pockets of, the other.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Yep. Given these themes, Civil War is also releasing at a fascinating time, and that is coming out during an election year. Yeah, they did that on purpose, idiots. Let's see here. Some will see that as it's all too familiar, this dystopian chaos, who will soon face another critical election in which many feel the nation's democracy is under threat. Civil War's reviews are strong so far, so it'll be interesting to see whether opinions shift upon its release. Jeff will have the news about that soon. Coming up. It's
what?
A tease.
I'm being teased.
Yeah. Per The Hollywood Reporter. Have you seen this one yet? This movie? Civil War?
No, I have not yet.
Okay. That's another one I want to see.
Yeah.
Damn it. Per The Hollywood Reporter, where Blake gets all of his news from, an Atlanta-based casting agency has quit the Tulsa King series amid claims posted online that background actors were verbally abused on set by Sylvester Stallone.
Slyvester. You did
I copied this straight from The Hollywood Reporter.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
It says Slyvester. There's no...
Maybe.
Oh, it does.
No.
The show is produced by one...
proper page 2?
I mean, I have it on my phone.
Oh.
I only have the one page that you gave me.
All right. Because I'm reading page 2. I went, how did you get page 2? Because I didn't give it to you.
The show is produced by 101 Studios, which is actively looking into the claims. At this point, the claims have not been verified, and the show's director, Craig Zisk, is denying it ever happened. Cataract Lock Casting confirmed on his Facebook page that it was leaving the series after several major issues. The admin of another casting group, Charleston, South Carolina background actors and crew, added on Facebook, quote, several groups are talking about what happened on the set during film in Atlanta. At first, I hoped it was just a bad rumor started by one person who may have felt some type of way. But
bad rumor. Isn't that rumor, what's her name? Oh, I forgot her name.
It's a good joke there.
Yeah, it was going to be, but I forgot her name.
Oh, the singer?
No, the actress who...
Rumor Willis?
No, I'm not thinking Rumor Willis. Maybe I have to go with Rumor Willis.
Rumor Willis, you got off the face of the earth.
He's the bad rumor. Right? No,
but there have been countless people who were on set and have stated what they saw, how they were treated. Sadly, Sly Stallone and crew made things miserable for the background artist. And many have said the set was completely unprofessional and a total mess. Although I have not personally worked with Rose Locke and CL Cast, I have great respect for them for pulling out of the project and looking out for their background artists. The move came amid screenshots circulating online taken from public and private Facebook groups about background actor experiences on the set. The moderator of a private Facebook group made more detailed accusations. Quote, I've been informed of certain things that happened on Thursday. I came the second day, Friday, to see what was happening. Rose Locke allegedly wrote in the post that was shared by Screenshot. At the end of the day, I resigned because it was clearly a toxic environment that I was not comfortable putting myself or a background artist in. I will finish out this coming week and someone else will take over. I want to apologize for anything you experienced. I would also like you to text me what you experienced, saw, or heard. I will be sending the info to HR. The author of the second attached screenshot from another group said, quote, while working on Tulsa King this week, Stallone was observed calling the director over and saying, what the fuck is up with these fucking ugly background actors? He and the director proceeded to call certain people terrible names and laughed at them. Tubble Lard, fat guy with a cane, and others was making fun of their weight and handicaps. Stallone said, bring in pretty young girls to be around me. Another background.
Then they need to stop filming in Georgia.
Oh, we just lost Georgia.
Oh.
Go Dogs.
Roll Tide. Oh, wrong state. Damn it.
Wrong state.
I wanted to insult Alabama, but they're Georgia casting.
Yeah.
So
Another actor said he was there and right behind Mr. Stallone. He shouted to the director to come over here. Lots of F-bombs dropped. Stallone was very upset with the look of the background actors. They said they were hideous and old and fat. Next thing, people were being told to go back to holding and younger people were brought in. Zisk, the episode's director and executive producer, denied the reports to TMZ, saying the extras were improperly cast. He claims he told Locke the extras were supposed to be young and hip.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this show take place in Tulsa?
Yeah.
Why are they getting young and hip background actors?
Oh, Tulsa's a lifebred of that.
Yeah. The whole point of the show was that he was going to a place that is not young and hip.
No. He said they used the actors for the scene anyways, and they were polite and did their jobs. But afterwards, Locke told Locke she needs to submit photos of actors moving forward, leading to a dispute. Quote, that's the way I work, and everyone I know works that way in extras casting, Zisk told her. So there you go. Stallone and Paramount have had no comment so far. So could be just, hey, we need these type of actors. They didn't send them, and Stallone got upset. But who knows? So
I mean,
could be much ado about nothing.
Probably.
So, but anyways.
This casting agency is not working with Tulsa King anymore.
It's a shame. Paramount, per Variety.com, Paramount announced that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin,
and a half show,
based on the graphic
Turtle Power.
novel, is in the works with Tyler Burton Smith writing and Walter Hamada producing through his 18HD production company.
Hamada.
Yeah. G.I. Joe. The miniseries, the movie will be the first R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The miniseries was published between 2020 and 2022, set in a totalitarian. Thank you. Featuring New York City. The Turtles and their master Splinter are assassinated by the grandson of the villain Shredder and his posse. One of the Turtles survives and swears revenge. It's unclear if it's Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, or Raphael, as the reptile is armed with all the weapons which rep each person's specialty. If you read the book, you would know which one it is.
They're not revealing it for spoiler reasons, Jason.
Co-creator Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz wrote Last Ronin based on an older story by Eastman and co-creator Peter Laird. The release date was announced.
Kevin Eastman, another great guest coming up, Cincinnati Comic Expo this
year.
year.
That's true. I have this book. I'm almost done with it, and it's a damn good book. Highly recommend it. It's much different than what you expect. It is very gritty, very well done. Definitely. I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be a good, if they did it right. So we'll see.
Jason once tried to claim that he was the Raphael of our group.
The Super Cincy Expo, we had some time, and we were trying to determine which Turtles was everybody. Jeff was Raphael, because he doesn't like people.
That's true.
Yep. Brian's Casey Jones. We're not sure about that. Why? I'm not sure.
Because Brian's a vigilante.
Oh, okay. Dr. Dana is April O'Neil.
Why?
I don't know. Jim gave her that.
Because she was the female stand-in.
Oh, okay. Jim is Donatello, I think.
Yeah, he does machines.
Brad is Michelangelo.
Brad was Michelangelo.
Old man Brad. And somehow I got to be Leonardo.
So, well, one, he's your favorite.
No, Donatello's my favorite.
Yeah, that's what you think.
No, I do.
I mean, whose favorite X-Men is Cyclops? I mean, you're such a Leonardo.
Mine.
Oh.
So, whatever. So there you go. There's your News of the Geek. Jeff, do we have a promo from Jock and Nerd? I think we do. Somewhere in here.
This would be great if we planned all this.
Yeah, we didn't plan it. I just thought of it. I think it's the next page there. There we go. Somebody?
I'm not seeing it.
How about the next page? There we go.
Yeah, well, it's not on that page.
Okay, go back.
Yep.
Okay. Give me one of the promos down there. No, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I think it might have been there. That row got deleted.
No.
We might have to change that.
Okay.
I mean, we can
go salty language.
Okay, that's the story time with Blake button, and you hit the wrong button anyway.
How about the one next to it?
Yeah, sure, here.
This is riveting.
It's time, let's check our cue, baby. Pair it with a couple brews, baby. We love good movies. We love the bad ones too. So we watch them all and pass their lessons on to you. Oh yeah. Everything I learned from movies helps to make life a little bit groovy. With a one-liner plot, holes, or gratuitous movies. It's time to get busy with your friend Steve and Izzy. At eilfm.podbean.com.
There you go, Jason. You asked for it.
That's a really good one. How come we don't do clever things like that?
Because we're not clever.
Oh, okay. Jeff, give us the box office news and world reports. That's listed. You should have that ready to go. Who's in charge of this?
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Right there, ready to go.
Look at you go, DJ.
Fat fingers hit the right button on that one.
Yeah! Go format it.
All right. This is the last week we talk about it. We are not going to mention it ever again.
Do you know who we are?
The horse is already dead and glue.
Oh, we're taking it to the glue factory.
It's already been there.
Oh, damn it.
Come on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, the only thing we have is the top 5. No other special reports in the news of the box office
No bombs.
this week.
No bombs.
So we'll just start right off for the weekend of April 12th through the 14th of 2024. Number 1, Civil War made $25.7 million in its opening weekend on a $50 million budget.
Biggest opening weekend for that studio ever.
Wow.
So,
which studio was it again?
A20.
A20. Hooray. Yep. Coming in at number 2, Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, made $15.5 million.
$9.29.
A total of $158 million on a budget of $135 million.
Keep going. Awesome. I want to see it.
You also want to see number 3, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. It made $5.8 million, a total of $97 million on a budget of $100 million. You should probably go this week if you want to see it.
Yeah, it's made a total of over $200 million, I think, so far. So that's good
worldwide.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's about ready to fall out of the top 5. So
yeah,
in the theater soon. Although it isn't out of the top 5 and still in theaters, number 4, Kung Fu Panda 4 with another $5.5 million, a total of $174 million on an $85 million budget.
Damn you.
And rounding out the top 5, Dune Part 2 made $4.3 million, total of $272 million on a $190 million budget.
Hope something happens in this one.
You haven't seen it, have you?
No,
You're already making fun of it.
I just said I hope something happens.
And you haven't even seen it. You're sitting here doing snoring effects.
I'm sorry, I saw the first one.
You did see the first one?
25 minutes of it.
No.
They got to the box when he's reaching into the box. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful.
It was Gwyneth Paltrow's head, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And then I went back to watch it the next day, and HBO took it off their Max. It's back now.
Oh,
so I
that's
guess
right. I remember you talking about that. You started to watch it, and then
yeah. So I guess sure, why not? Did you see the first one, Brian?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
That's why I haven't. That's why I haven't made any snide remarks about the franchise.
I'm not either. I'm just saying. I hope
no,
something
you have.
I just said I hope something happens.
How do you know nothing happens if you haven't seen them?
I have a guess.
Well, that's your opinion.
I'm assuming something happens because it was enough to make 2 movies. At least one thing had to happen in them.
Yeah, they're making a third one right now.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
From the second book, then, of the series?
I guess. I don't know.
Because as far as I know, these 2 are the first book divided into 2 movies.
Sure.
Kind of like It was.
Oh.
But they didn't write a second book for It.
No. Thanks, Jeff. What else is coming up?
Coming up, April 19th of 2024, we have Chicken for Linda! !
A loving mom, Paulette, who feels guilty after unfairly punishing her daughter, Linda, and would do anything to make it up to her. She sets off to make a chicken with peppers, even though she doesn't know how to cook.
What the fuck is this movie?
This sounds excellent.
It appears to be a French film.
Brian, you need to pick this for your July Everything I Learned from
Sounds
Movies
awful.
viewing.
I don't know why this got put on the list.
No, because I'm fucking tired of everyone bitching. Oh, this movie's not on there. This movie's not on there. Well, your fucking movies are on there this week. So deal with it.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So Linda gets her chicken.
You want me to go back to just regular movies that come out? Well, fuck. You've already set that boat away.
So this movie came out in May of 2023 in France.
Oh, okay.
In France.
Uh-huh.
It's getting a U.S. release.
A limited U.S. release on April 5th.
Okay, that was limited. It's being expanded, I'm assuming?
There is no worldwide or wide release date listed.
You wanted a lot of movies for this. I can't promise you they're all coming out this week.
Well, then we'll move on to Hard Miles.
Hard Miles, a prison social worker assembles a cycling team of teenage convicts and takes them on a transformative 1,000-mile ride inspired by the life of Greg Townsend and the Ridgeview Academy cycling team.
Oh, God, I love that cycling.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck
when
you
was
off.
this one actually released?
2018.
This one stars Sean Astin, Matthew Modine.
Oh, I like both of those guys.
Leslie David Baker, a.k.a. Stanley.
Barack Obama's president, Stanley.
None of these guys speak to me as big cyclists.
So this movie was released in 2023, but is getting a box office release April 19th.
All right.
Yeah.
Went through all of the film festivals in 2023.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I kind of want to see Hard Miles now.
Mm-hmm.
Also coming out, we have The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
The British military recruits a small group of highly skilled soldiers to strike against German forces behind enemy lines during World War II. This is billed as a true story about a secret British World War II organization, the Special Operations Executive. Founded by Winston Churchill, their irregular warfare against the Germans helped to change the course of the war and gave birth to modern-day black operations. I very much want to see this. Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson, Carrie Elways.
Oh, inconceivable.
I don't think that word means what you think.
It's a Guy Ritchie film.
Oh.
He did, so.
Okay.
Looks very good.
Also coming out, we have Abigail.
I want to see this.
After a group of criminals kidnap the ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, they retreat to an isolated mansion, unaware they're locked inside with no normal little girl.
She's a vampire.
Ah.
Spoilers.
It's in the trailers.
Well, we're not watching the trailers, are we?
We are now.
No, we're reading about.
Oh, sorry.
This features Catherine Newton, Giancarlo Esposito.
Well, there it's good right away.
Alicia Weir, Matthew Good.
Matthew Good is
Matthew
good.
Good.
Melissa Barrera. Kevin Durand.
Kevin Durant?
Durand.
Oh.
Durand.
I think he was in Mystery Alaska.
He was in Walking Tall, too.
Walking Tall, yes.
Tree in Mystery Alaska.
Tree, yes.
Great film. I didn't know where you can get a rub and a tug around here. Is that Michael Myers? What else we got? Wrap it up here.
And we have Spy X Family Code : White.
After receiving an order to be replaced in Operation Strix, Lloyd decides to help Anya win a cooking competition at Eden Academy by making the director's favorite meal in order to prevent his replacement.
Is it chicken?
I don't know, but it's an anime film.
Anime!
That was released in 2023.
And getting a wide release in the U.S.?
Was released in December 22nd in 2023 in Japan and has slowly been making its way around the globe.
I am Japan.
April 19th in the United States, it will wrap up its world tour May 3rd, 2024 in Estonia.
Ooh.
Fuck
So
you
we
all.
get it before Estonia.
We do.
Just want to let you know, you guys bitch about movies. I got you your movies this week.
So the one thing I learned this week is we are better than Estonia.
Takuya Eguchi, Atsumi Tanizaki, Sari Hayami, Kenichiro Matsuda,
All my favorite.
Hiroki Yoshina, Yuka Kaida.
I could be wrong, but I'm assuming it's not English dubbed.
Let me
If so, it's going to be very bad.
let me see if I can find that for you, Jeff.
I mean, those could all very well be people who speak good English.
I'm rooting for chicken for Linda this week. I am French. Come see my French movie. I have a croissant and chicken.
So instead of going to see Ghostbusters or Godzilla
Yes.
or your Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare or Abigail, you're going for a chicken for Linda.
Linda. I'm excited about it. Sounds great. She's mad at me. I'm going to make a chicken dinner.
Well, it gets me excited because it ends in an exclamation point.
That's true. That is true. All movies should do that.
They should.
All titles should.
Well, I would say all but maybe 3 titles of
Hobie?
Hobie ended in an exclamation point.
Jeff, you got some top 5 music over there?
Well, I've got top 5 noise. Is that close enough?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Okay, top 5 this week is from Randall Holt. Listener Randall Holt. He's not evil.
He's just handled that way.
He is my brother.
Thank you, Randall, for this one. This is a good one. Top 5 music acts you would have at the Hobie Music Festival.
There were a lot of acts out there.
And where would it be at, too, he said.
Oh, I did not see that part.
I missed that part too.
I think you put that in afterwards. You don't have to do that, but anyways, Randall asked for this one. It's a really good one. So if we had our own music festival, we're in charge of it. We have 5 acts that are doing it.
We each get to cast 5 acts.
So we're going to do this a little bit different on top 5 because I think it would flow better if you just list your 5. So we kind of see.
So one of us has Friday night, one of us has Saturday night, and the other person has Sunday. Is that how?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Okay, I like that idea. What city is it at?
Well, I'm assuming it would at least be local somewhere, wouldn't it? Is there a reason we would put our HOBIFest somewhere other than at least?
Could we have it at
County
the
in Ohio?
Duke Energy Convention Center?
Probably
We can
not.
have it on the roof of the Duke Energy Convention.
I like
Center.
that. I like that.
Therefore, the downtown streets, you just close them all down.
That's right.
Shut it down.
Or we can just go to the banks and at the Dora area and
Yeah.
have a nice big concert.
Just put it on, like, Pete Rose Way. Fuck, I can't believe I said his name.
I know. God.
I feel bad now.
Have a big riverboat and just blare speakers all on both sides of the river.
I like that idea.
Just have, like, suspend a barge in the middle. And then, like, they could boat in and out. The band
Can't hear you.
like the fireworks.
Turn it up.
That
So
way
who
you
wants
could
to
have-
do? Oh, sorry, God.
You could have both sides of the river. Yeah.
Who wants to do Friday night, opening night?
I can kick us off.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I think I would choose for my night. I would kick off the events with the Mongolian band The Who,
Okay.
who I've mentioned several times on this. I think they would be a perfect opening act to start HOBIFest.
Okay.
So we'll start with some throat singing.
Okay.
I would then move on after The Who. I've got They Might Be Giants.
Oh.
I really like They Might Be Giants. I've seen them in concert once, and then they performed at the trivia. I forgot what it was called, but went to a national trivia event, and they performed, and I'm like, man, I wish I performed more, but they only did a couple of songs between rounds, so it's like, yep, I want to see They Might Be Giants.
Okay.
So they get to be on my bar
Stage. Okay.
We're going to follow that up with Ghost.
I've seen them on here before.
The band Ghost. I have not seen them live, and I kind of want to now.
Okay.
So,
Want to say 3. I've seen them 3 times.
okay.
The last was at US or Heritage Bank Arena, where they unfortunately misspelled Cincinnati on the,
Oh,
in the screen behind them.
double T's.
Yeah,
Only 2 N's in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that has no bearing on them as a
Band.
as they are phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I'm putting phenomenal on my night. After that, we're getting high gear. We're kicking it off, and I'm going to do a reunion of Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay. That could be interesting just for the background stuff.
But I mean,
Backstage.
back
barge.
If they just go and perform their songs, they're both still alive. They're both still capable of singing and playing guitar. Well, at least Paul's capable of playing guitar. I don't know if Art ever really did, but we can get a nice,
Can they play You Can Call Me Al?
I don't think Art would really want to.
Okay.
I just want the S&G stuff.
Okay.
And then
Who do you close with?
We close with, the greatest performer of all time, Dolly Parton. You say that like I'm joking.
That's a very interesting night. I
Very
like it.
eclectic.
Well, it's a music fest. It's got to be eclectic.
Absolutely.
I can do Saturday night.
All right.
Okay. So I did more rock, just have an all rock thing here.
It's your list.
Yeah, we're going to start off with they're rock, but they have a lot of slow songs, and they're only going to play like 6 of their famous songs, anyways. Live, we got the band live to start it off with.
I would go to your concert already.
After that, you kind of need some pump.
But I would like more than 6 songs from live, though. But
from what I've heard, they don't do many songs at their concerts. So
Let's see.
you pretty much just do the throwing. You could just do the Throwing Copper CD and be good.
you need to get their version of "I Walk the Line." They got for that live.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh, well, then I'll make you hear it.
So after live, you got to pump it up a little bit, right? Got to get the music going.
Pump up the jams. Pump it up.
Evanescence is out there.
Okay.
Get you going a little bit, like Evanescence.
Little Amy Lee.
Yeah. In the background, you're going to see the Daredevil movie going with Ben Affleck. Kidding. And then my personal favorite, one of my favorites, Shinedown. I got Shinedown in there. Really enjoy them. They got some good music. So you're just like,
you're just getting harder and harder as we go.
Yeah, baby.
I think I've seen them now 9 times. So
that's a lot.
I will put them.
Shinedown?
Yeah.
I like them a lot. Then, another one of my favorites. You gotta change it up a little bit. Still some rock, but a little bit more thinking. Green Day. Get some Green Day in there.
No. I'm out. I'm leaving after Shinedown.
Well, you might come back for the next one.
No.
Got you.
It's no re-entry.
Okay, Green Day. After Green Day, you get some Foo Fighters going to close out the show.
Right.
The biggest act there. You gotta bring them out there for the night. So that's my Foo Fighters or my Saturday Night Music Fest.
Right.
Brian, wrap us up on Sunday. Let's see what we got.
So 2 of my 5 have been mentioned.
That's all right. Bring them back for encore.
I have no.
You got replacement?
I have additional acts that I can slot.
Nice.
We're going to start Sunday off with the Deftones.
Okay.
From the Deftones, we are going to go into Rise Against.
Rise Against is good. They play them on the satellite radio.
Oh yeah,
the channels that I listen to.
You sounded like a 70-year-old man. They play them on that channel I listen to on that radio.
No, it's the satellites.
My dad got me a radio in 1930. Sorry.
What are you watching? Frequency again?
Yes. It's a great movie.
All right. So after Rise Against, we're going to go with Parkway Drive.
Not a surprise that you would have them there.
Yes.
I know you've seen them several times.
They have only been, let's see, I believe only 3 times now they've been in the area. They don't come to the States a lot. So like I've seen them at Bogart's, which was amazing. And then saw them at the new place in Newport. The Pavilion.
I forgot what
Megacorp Pavilion.
Megacorp, yeah, okay.
And then, so the first time we actually ever saw them was at Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville. So I wanted to kind of incorporate, and I've seen all of these bands at festivals. So
they're used to festival playing.
Yes. From Parkway Drive to wrap up the weekend, we're going to go into 21 Pilots.
Okay.
And then to close out our
the Hobie Music Fest.
HOBIFest, we're going to end with Queen.
Oh, that's a good one. Didn't think about that. Damn.
Yes.
You got me for Queen. Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Live Aid kind of feel.
Yeah.
I kind of.
Now, are we having Adam Lambert singing with Queen, or are we doing like hologram of Freddie?
I would
both.
I would prefer no. Oh. I would prefer hologram Freddie.
Okay.
As opposed to Adam Lambert.
Okay.
Just a personal.
Because I wouldn't have a problem watching Queen with Adam Lambert.
I agree with you.
I'm not a huge fan, but also I appreciate it.
Instead of Live Aid, it could be Dog Aid. We could just do it for
Hobie Aid.
Hobie Aid for dogs and animals. Okay.
Yeah, it could be fund their presidential campaign.
Yes.
Dogs 2024.
Let's see here. We had a lot of listener feedback for this one. Randall Holt, who gave us this one, had Burning Witches, Anthrax, Primus, Queensryche, and Jeff was number 5.
Oh, Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden
was number 5.
Well, it's
the
on the
fifth
list.
one.
He has it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
he went 5-1.
Yeah,
got it.
Doctor Number 1. All of these are just kind of out. I'm just reading them in the order that they come in. Doctor Number 1 had Air Supply, Cisco, Rick Springfield,
the song. Okay,
Bruce Willis, and headliner Justin Guarini.
Justin Guarini.
From Justin to Kelly.
Yep. Old Man Brad, the Anix, ANIX, Enix.
I am unfamiliar with them.
Also unfamiliar.
9 Inch Nails. The Deftones.
There we go, Brad.
Rammstein.
Rammstein.
And Ghost.
Gosh, darn it, Brad.
Mark H at MAH MLB.
You like them all?
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, it's a good list.
Didn't know if you were into Rammstein or something.
I mean, they're,
Mark at MAH MLB had RHCP.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, thank you. Halloween.
Oh, getting a little Halloween going. They're kind of like an Eastern European Iron Maiden sounding metal.
Okay. Avenged Sevenfold.
Love Avenged Sevenfold.
Volbeat.
I do not know Volbeat.
Emmanuel in Space.
The movie?
I don't know who they are.
I'd be willing to bet that you know Volbeat if you heard this, like their popular.
It's
song.
very possible, but
he's the very. He has a very recognizable voice.
Okay, it's very possible I've heard it, but don't associate it with a specific name.
Jacoba.
That was Emmanuel Space, the actual name of a band, or is he like going off? Was that like because didn't we talk about that?
We did, but maybe it is.
Okay.
Or maybe he just puts those movies out as the final part of the thing. Jacobo by Tweets by Jacobo had. I double checked my entry after last week's Odyssey autocorrect nightmare, so I fixed it. Number 5, Blues Traveler.
Okay.
Low miss, can't be right. That's not that.
That's not them.
Not Blues Travel.
Nope.
They sing The Hook. Brings you back.
As soon as I got through like 3 words, I was like, I don't think that's them.
Nope.
Oh God, they're not even good.
No,
you're confusing them for a band that's not even good.
Bob Seger.
Okay.
And the Silver Bullet Band, or just Bob?
Just Bob Seger. It says Jerry Cinnamon.
Do not know.
I'm sorry, Gerry.
That's Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry Cinnamon. I can't place that.
Red Rum Club.
Okay.
And Guster. I don't know who they are, but sounds great if those are yours.
I think I heard of Guster before, but
they are like they're Dave Matthews Band-ish.
Okay.
Like
Red Ants Marching.
Nope. That's not a song that Dave Matthews Band sings.
He does. Red Ants Marching.
Nope.
just ants marching, not red.
Ants Marching.
Nope.
I'm an ant and I'm marching to my song.
It's amazing people still listen to this.
Steve at Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
Hi, Steve.
Everything I Learned from Music Fest lineup.
All right.
Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine.
Richard Cheese is great. I almost stole him. I saw
his
list, and I almost stole Richard Cheese.
Purple Rain. It's a Prince cover band. Zepparella, Led Zeppelin cover band.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan with Redman and the whole squad.
Ooh.
And Jay-Z and Beyonce. Special guest, Busta Rhymes.
I would watch that.
David says, with Kelly Clarkson as the photo on the Facebook page, no doubt Jason made this post. yes, I did.
And didn't even put Kelly in his choice.
Or Bon Jovi.
I know. I was trying to be a little bit different.
He saw Bon Jovi a couple years ago and doesn't nearly want to see it again.
And he's just getting over throat surgery for 2 years, he said. It took him 2 years. Jared Mills.
Oh, so he might be sounding better now.
He might. Jared Mills had Eminem.
Okay.
Korn
was one I thought of.
Korn as the most seen band of all of the concerts. Korn was on my list in case
more got taken off.
Rob Zombie.
Seen Rob several times as well. He's a very tiny man.
Yeah.
Came across him in downtown Louisville for Louder Than Life. His bell bottoms are bigger than he is.
Oh.
He is a tiny, tiny man.
In This Moment.
Oh. Now, so here's what I'm going to say, Jared, about In This Moment. I've seen them several times at festivals, and I've seen them in non-festival shows. You want to see them non-festival shows. So every song she does a wardrobe change. So on the festival circuit, she gets about 5 songs because of like how extravagant her stage setup is. So where just throwing this out there, in my experience, you want the non-festival version of In This Moment.
Okay.
Not saying that's a great pick.
I will say that is something I thought about when I was making my picks. Is like, I mean, if it's somebody I would rather see a full show of, instead of just your 5 or 6 songs, maybe I won't put them there because I would rather just see their concert.
Yeah.
And finally, he had Slipknot. So,
okay.
There you go.
That's an interesting.
Thanks, everybody, for that. That was a pretty popular one. People like that one. I did have honorable mentions, like if I did a country one. I was going to do a country.
I have a full country festival lineup as well.
I went eclectic, so I put country on my list.
I like it. I had Kelly
folk on my list.
I had Kelly Clarkson
rock on my list.
I had Kelly Clarkson, Garth Brooks, Zach Bryan, and Brandi Carlile.
That's only 4.
I know. I didn't have a 5th one yet because I stopped. I was like, no.
Dolly Parton.
There you go, Dolly Parton.
You hate Dolly Parton.
I know. Go ahead.
So my country list, let's see here. It would be, we'll go, we'll start local, Cincinnati's own Arlo McKinley.
Okay.
Then we will go to the Red Clay Strays.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 3, I will go 49 Winchester.
I don't know any of these.
4 will go... this is tough. This is where it gets good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it hasn't been good before now?
I mean, like, this is where, like, your headliners are.
Oh, okay. Dolly Parton.
So I'm gonna Hobie this.
Okay.
And I want them to share
the stage,
the
barge,
and collaborate.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jason Isbell and Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
And then finishing it off would be Tyler Childers.
Okay.
I considered doing mixed acts. Mm-hmm. Like I thought about bringing Weird Al to be with the Might Be Giants. But I thought that might be an insult to Weird Al.
Okay.
Because he needs his full
set.
I mean, bring on for a song or two, I guess. But, we're limited to how much you can perform at a festival.
Before we wrap it up, titles for the show. I had Better Than Estonia. They didn't write a second book. Clockers. And Finger Looking Good.
I had Dogs 2024.
I do like that one.
And that's all I had.
Oh, I also had HOBIFest.
Let's see here. I wrote down... What did I write down? Let me find the thing here. I would not be able to contain my rage. Still celebrating Jesus waking up. Finger Lakes cheese. It's not a bad cookie. Foot sandwiches.
Whoa.
Foot sandwich.
So bad.
You ever had pig's feet? Pickled pig's feet?
No. Had quail eggs.
The skin liquor.
That was last week.
Oh, this is last week. Sorry. I can't get my my outline.
I do like foot sandwich. And I do like HOBIFest.
I like HOBIFest. There was one you had, Jay.
Better in Estonia?
Well,
they didn't write a book. Clockers and Finger Looking Good.
I guess the book one.
Okay. They didn't write a second book?
They didn't write a second.
What do you think?
I'm fine with HOBIFest because that's how we ended up with.
Okay. Let's do HOBIFest. Is that okay with you, Brian?
Still celebrating Jesus waking up.
We're not, though.
But we are. We still have...
Just because we eat jelly beans.
We have Easter... We are still celebrating with all of the Easter things in the studio. We have 3 different bags of jelly beans, a box of Peeps cereal.
Can't wait for that.
It's been opened. So it's...
Well, the bag inside hasn't been opened.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bad idea of the week, number 434. Head of state.
Oh, thanks, Chris Rock.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably not a good one. So I'm looking at this.
Well, that's a good title. That's probably not a good one.
I'm looking at the
articles.
I have last week and this week. one page from this week, and now I've like got 3. I got so much going on.
Skin lickers.
Blake wins an EGOT. Tara's bloody boxes.
Skin Lickers 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Not hot, not gummy.
Make you ejaculate.
Jesus, he woke up.
I still like that title.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week, everybody. Thanks for listening. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.